Hey, I'm Indigo Warrior, and this is your horoscope for Capricorn slash no Sagittarius slash Capricorn, sorry, Cusp, for August 2017. Now, I get a feel already that it's going to be an very sort of energetic, exciting month for you guys. I feel this already before we've even begun the reading. Now, I would like to also add that I have already pre-shuffled and then pre-shuffled and then pre-shuffled these cards. So when we first see the first card, next cards, and so forth, they're the first time I've seen them as well for your reading. So everything that I get through, feelings and what I feel like I need to say and guidance from the angels, and it's whatever the angels wish to tell you or any other sign what they feel like you need to know at this point. So some of it's going to be good, some of it may be bad, but it's all up to the angels. So let's begin with your horoscope, Sagittarius slash Capricorn Cusp for 2017 August, and I can't pick this card up. There we go. Okay, so you've got a major life change and it's the High Priestess. Archangel Haniel wants to come forward to tell you that you have powerful psychic insights at this time, reflection, meditation that provides valuable information, and be at peace. So I feel like for a few of you Sagittarians, you may be going through some spiritual baggage. I feel like I'm getting spiritual baggage at the moment, and I feel like that this might be causing you some deep feelings towards spirituality, and perhaps you've been a bit down in the dumps. Perhaps you feel like you don't really know what you're doing here. Perhaps I get this sense. Now, obviously, when the High Priestess comes through, I feel like it's a sort of an introspective sort of feeling as well, is that you're sort of withdrawing yourself and you're sort of going to go, no, what is it that I want right now? And I feel like when the High Priestess comes up, especially when as obviously Archangel Haniel comes forward with this card, I feel like Sagittarius / Capricorns, that maybe now is the time to start a religious or a spiritual or a belief system, perhaps, that you can guide and teach others. I feel like now that this month may be the time to help the people who are doing this or are thinking about doing this, maybe come out and be able to explore that, perhaps, and be able to maybe start teaching and guiding and healing other people. Let's move on to see what the second card is compassion. Now, of course, compassion. I feel like perhaps some of you may have had a bit of a nightmare. I feel like some of you have had a bit of a nightmare or going through some form of issue after issue after issue, and I feel like that this may be stopping you from being able to move forward in a positive way. I feel like because it's next to the High Priestess as well, that perhaps you've gone through some lessons recently that have been a bit hard for you, and obviously all lessons are going to be hard to a certain extent because you have to learn and you have to grow in this lifetime. But I feel like because the compassion card is right next to the High Priestess card, then perhaps you need to nourish your abilities. So perhaps I'm talking to people who have psychic abilities here, or intuition, or spiritual gifts of some kind. I feel like maybe you need to nurture this. Maybe you need to practice more. Perhaps you need to sort of start opening yourselves up for service. Perhaps there are people in your life that need your help. Maybe this is what the angels are trying to tell you. Okay, so then we have silver for goddess and insight. So I instantly get the feeling of paganism and Wicca and things like this. So maybe some of you guys are witches or are into the magical arts. And I feel, oh, the crafts, sorry. And I feel that when the goddess comes out, it's sort of telling you to also look within again, because we also have the moon here. And when the moon comes out, I feel like sometimes it could be relevant to nighttime, that you've been having issues at night, or that perhaps it's more of the feminine aspect of nurturing yourself and sort of going within and sort of feeling, like you're comfortable to do this. I also feel like, because I feel like there's a lot of sort of study, education here, and I feel like that, you're going to go through something, maybe academically, that you're going to be blown away from. You might be a little bit concerned about this, perhaps, with when I feel like this, but I feel like because it's the silver card, I feel like that it's going to be a magical experience, perhaps. And I feel like, that some of the work that you may be drawn to do at this time may have some relevance to magic and, the lifestyles to do with the earth, and to help the earth perhaps a bit more. Perhaps. This could also be for astrologers, perhaps, that perhaps you are thinking about becoming an astrologer. Perhaps you've been, doing private readings. You've been, maybe actually, you've been doing private readings and you want to take it to the next level, or you've been doing readings for family, friends, perhaps, for a very long time. And now I feel like it is the time for you guys to up your ante as such. Go for it, shoot for the stars, Next card we have is the solar plexus chakra. Now, this card, obviously, it's safe for you to be powerful and take charge of your life. When I feel like the solar plexus chakra or any chakra card comes out, it could be an indication of a block that you may be facing within yourself at this present moment or through this time. When with the solar plexus chakra here next to silver, maybe obviously you feel perhaps that you have these sort of gifts and that you feel like they're a bit of a curse, perhaps, and that you don't know how you can help others. But I feel like the angels are trying to sort of tell you that it's okay if you don't know what you're doing right now. There's signs everywhere for you. And I feel like that this is a very spiritual month, a very sort of educational month for you guys. And I feel like you're going to learn a lot of things. Next card we have is compromise. So you might have to compromise, perhaps with yourself, perhaps with the angels, perhaps with other people. And I feel like this may help you be able to understand better with what you're supposed to be doing, perhaps. And perhaps that, perhaps you're working with somebody else who they really drive you nuts and you don't really get where they're coming from. But you have to work with them. And you have to sort of go, it's okay, I can be professional. I can be professional. And I think that is the sort of the message here. And I feel like if they come out with something perhaps that you necessarily don't feel is appropriate or that you don't like, then perhaps don't jump straight in and don't go, no, I don't agree with that. Go, perhaps we could do it in this way, or perhaps we could do it in that way. Perhaps I get this feeling from the compromise card today. I really do. So then we have Sandalphone that has come through for planetary cycles. So I feel like that you've been going around and around and around recently. Perhaps you feel like you get so far and then you get 10 feet sort of back again. Perhaps I feel like this. I get this from this card strongly. Okay, so I definitely feel like there's a lot going on for you guys, especially to do with education and belief systems and your personal beliefs, perhaps. I feel like there's a lot going on. Let's move on to the second row of the Page of Raphael. So gentle, loving, dreamy, and opinionated. Now, not opinionated, open-hearted, sorry. And obviously it's a new emotional situation, messages regarding relationships to social invitations, great intuitive insight. So I feel like this could be somebody else, and I feel like this could be the other person that was spoken about before. And I feel like that they could be an earth sign or a water sign, perhaps. So if any of you Sagittarius / Capricorn cusps are dealing with a water sign or an earth sign, then I feel like this reading is for you guys. Perhaps there's love and there's feelings there for this person. I feel this, but you don't know where you stand. Maybe that's what I sort of feel. So we have that, but I feel like the angels are trying to tell you that they're here for you, and that they're going to show you some certain signs, and sort of maybe look out for some signs from the angels in the universe, perhaps. I'll come back to this perhaps, because I don't get much from this card at this present moment, but that could change. Dreams. Okay. When I get the dreams card in a reading, I feel like that this means that you need to pay attention to your dreams, because certain dreams, the angels will communicate through to you through your dreams, and they'll send you messages this way. So, and obviously it says messages regarding relationships or social invitations before. So I get the feeling that perhaps that there is somebody else in your life. This could be a love interest perhaps, or someone that you're very, very close to in some way, that you're a bit unsure about how you feel towards them. But I feel like if you look to your dreams, maybe start writing up your dreams. Look into dream analysis. Look into interpretation and interpreting your dreams perhaps, because I feel like there is messages in your dreams right now, Sagittarius / Capricorn cusp, and I feel like that the angels are trying to tell you that this is your way of being able to understand what's going on in your life. Okay, let's move on to daydreams. So, okay, imagination, allow your mind to wander in quiet time. So, right next to the dream card. So I feel like perhaps some of you Sagittarius / Capricorns have sort of withdrawn yourself, and you're sort of living in a different reality perhaps. And that's okay if you can come back, because it's good to sort of see the world in different ways. I completely agree with that. It's just sometimes because it's right next to the dreams, that I feel like that this could be causing some issues for some Sagittarius / Capricorn cusps. However, I also feel like that there's a very positive message here for either the same Sagittarius Capricorn cusps or some different Sagittarius Capricorn cusps. And I feel like that perhaps, when I was saying here earlier that obviously education or spiritual belief systems or something to do with how you see the world, perhaps you have an idea. Perhaps this is obviously working with somebody else, perhaps, I don't know right now, but, it feels like that you have an idea and it's your time, and it's okay for you to go, no, this is what I want to do. And I feel like the angels are telling you, maybe start noting these things, maybe start making a plan perhaps, and then you can rise, forward. The more things that you put forth into the world, the more things you're likely to get back. That's similar. Archangel Michael, obviously you're going to be working very closely with this powerful archangel who's protecting and guiding you through the situation. So because obviously it was right under the solar plexus chakra, I feel like there may be a block here. So maybe look into this block that you may have, some of you. Archangel Michael is obviously the the top dog of the angels, in my opinion. He is the one that is technically in charge. He looks after all of the other archangels, and he, to me, is the king of all the angels. He works very, very closely to God, or the God of your understanding. So I feel like obviously Archangel is here. He's going to help you. He's going to be able to help you put your dreams into reality, perhaps give you some courage, give you some strength. Maybe if you haven't been able to talk about your feelings, perhaps like, I felt like a love interest here, perhaps. Maybe he'll give you some strength and courage in order to be able to do this more effectively. Let's move on. So obviously we've got the wait card, which normally indicates that, and it's right next to Archangel Michael. So he is saying wait. maybe from what I've just said. So perhaps maybe, you know, you need to sort of think about things through first before you go jumping ahead. So perhaps perhaps obviously you're unsure about what to do, perhaps in a spiritual or in a sort of a belief systemal way, or you're unsure about somebody else's feelings or your feelings towards somebody else. I feel like Archangel Michael was here telling you that if you wait and you're patient, then perhaps the angels will show you the way. And I feel like the angels definitely will show you the way and show you how, you know, what you need to do next, perhaps. And I feel that's the message here. So obviously we've got Gabriel for inspiration coming through now. And obviously Archangel Gabriel is a very famous angel, you know, a very, very famous angel. And I feel like, you know, sometimes obviously Gabriel can be associated with motherhood and, you know, things like that because of the Virgin Mary and, you know, things like that. But I also feel like Gabriel is there for creativity purposes. So this goes back to what I was saying to do with, you know, the spiritual or the religious or something. You know, I feel like Gabriel's trying to tell you here it's okay to be creative with your ideas. It's okay to sort of think outside the box a little bit. You know, don't worry about what other people think. Don't worry about what people might say. If you're comfortable with it, and especially because we've got Archangel Michael here as well, I feel like that, obviously these two angels are going to be working together, I feel. And I feel like that Archangel Michael is going to give you the determination and the strength to be able to go, no, it's fine. I believe what I feel is correct. And then you're going to have Gabriel come here and go, well, I also thought that maybe this might be better or this might be good, you know. I feel like these two are going to work together and with you this month. Okay, we now have the Queen of Raphael for kind understanding, giving and psychic. So obviously follow your heart, a time, a love of home and family, trustworthy psychic information. So I feel like, because obviously normally, you know, the court cards in a tarot deck are normally associated with certain signs. However, I normally just pick up an energy. If there's an energy associated, perhaps I pick up what this person or this personality might be doing in your life and how they might be making you feel and things like that. I don't take necessarily the actual star signs that are associated to this. They could be, but I don't normally do this. I normally just pick up whatever energy needs to come out from the cards. So obviously kind understanding, giving and psychic, this could be you guys, Sagittarius / Capricorn. Could be you. It might be time for you to open up your psychic abilities perhaps, but I feel like it could also be somebody else. And I still feel like that it could be this earth sign or water sign, maybe more of a water sign now, because we have water here, and obviously I didn't realise, but there is water in this card too. So perhaps this is to do with a water sign. So maybe there'll be some more information to do with this. I'll come back to this card. Or if you are safe. So, okay. So I feel like that, you know, some of you guys are looking into a new love interest, perhaps. And maybe you've been hurt in the past, or you have come out of a really, really horrible relationship that didn't end very, very, very well. And I feel like some of you might have trust issues with opening yourself up to love again and to be able to sort of move on as such. I feel like some of you are living in the past still, and I feel like the angels are telling you that you are okay, you know. You are protected. You know your heart. So if you feel like this person could make you happy, this person could make you feel more excited about the work, they might help you with your work. They might help you with your dreams that you seem to be, you know, forming right now. I feel like that the angels are saying that this relationship or this person perhaps could be a potential person to keep with you for a while, perhaps. If you don't want them in your life full term, then that's fine. It's just for a while. I feel like this person, whoever this person is, I feel more water sign. So Pisces, Scorpio and Cancer. Or it could be an earth sign. I am also picking up earth signs. So it could be an earth sign for obviously Taurus, Virgo or Capricorn. But I feel more water. Okay. So we have the purple card for third eye and clairvoyance. Well, I feel like when this card comes out and comes forth, when the angels push this card to come out, I feel like that some of you are psychic and are going to have some very, very spiritual insights this month. I feel like a lot of you are going to be more spiritually aware and spiritually open this month, and that you're safe, you're protected, and that it's okay. You know, some of you might have I feel like precognition, perhaps, through dreams, perhaps. I feel like some of you may have visions, precognitions, perhaps, premonitions in your waking life, perhaps. I feel like there is a connection here to this type of psychic ability. So if this resonates with you guys, I feel like then you are not alone. Archangel Michael is here. He's going to help you with courage and with strength and with being yourself, I feel. And then obviously we'll have Gabriel here earlier to hopefully be able to make you think creatively. So maybe creatively use your abilities. Don't be so sort of worried about them, perhaps. Perhaps they're here to tell you that it's okay. And obviously we had Archangel Haniel earlier, you know, and obviously for the High Priestess card, you know. So it's a very spiritual reading, I feel. Next card we have is Heal Away Addictions. So some of you are having problems with letting go of people, situations or substances, you know, or behaviours perhaps. You know, this card obviously, it's time to let go of behaviours that are blocking you from your heart's desire. Ask Angel Raphael to help you with this healing. So, Raphael has come through, and obviously Raphael was here earlier, you know. I feel like he's trying to tell you that if some of you have gone through like a horrible breakup, or you feel a bit blurred because of, or rubbish, sorry, because you haven't been able to move on, perhaps. I feel like Raphael is here to tell you that it's okay. You know, he can help you with feelings of depression, you know, feelings of unworthiness perhaps, and obviously Michael will give you some courage, will give you some strength, and Gabriel, I feel, will give you some more sort of creativity, sort of ideas, and creative ideas perhaps. But I feel like now might be the time where you guys need to sort of remove yourself from negativity. So this could be food, it could be substances like alcohol, cigarettes, and you know, harmful substances, even drugs, you know. I know that they are drugs, but the worser kinds, perhaps. I feel like that this might be the time that you can go through this change. If some of you are trying to give up smoking, perhaps now the angels will help you with this process. And I feel like the angels are always there to help people who obviously are going to give up addictions, and they're going to sort of become more of who they're supposed to be. And I feel like that Raphael is here telling you, right under Archangel Michael, you know. I feel like they're both going to help you with removing yourself from negative associations. So then we have trust. So I feel like some of you will have definitely some trust issues this month. Maybe with the angels themselves, maybe with yourself, maybe with some of the other person that, or other people that I have felt in this reading. So perhaps the angels are saying, you know, they're saying it's okay, you know. We understand. I get this feeling that's the message. We understand, you know. There's things going on in your life that is all over the place. Things are moving a little bit too fast for you, perhaps. And you're feeling a little bit vulnerable, I feel. And you could benefit from just not using your brain, not using the mind, perhaps, and just going with the flow. And sort of just feeling like today is today, tomorrow is tomorrow, let's see what happens sort of feeling. I get this feeling. So then we have Shamiel for Snerid. Okay, right, definitely. Some of you are very, very sort of advanced, I feel, at psychic abilities, you know, spiritual growth. Some of you are really advanced. And I feel like this is a perfect month for you to go for your dreams, you know, start a new business, perhaps in the spiritual sense. I also feel that some of you are obviously new, and I get this contrast that some of you are very advanced and some of you are very new. And I feel like if you are new, then the angels are here to help you, and the angels can guide you through this process, and you don't have to feel so alone. And you know, I feel like obviously there's a lot of psychic potential here for you, Capricorn, Sagittarius / Capricorn cusps this month. Okay, trying to think if I've missed out anything. No, I think this is your reading, Sagittarius / Capricorn cusp. I really do. And no, I feel this is definitely the end of your reading. So I hope you liked what I did, guys, and I hope you can take some things that the angels would like you to know through with you this month, sorry. Also, I'm Indigo Warrior, and I'm very new to this whole reading business. I just pick up what the messages are in, you know, a different way perhaps than most people, but this is how I do my readings, and it normally works like this, and it goes down like this all the way through, but it's all one big reading. And sometimes the angels want the reading done in a different way, so I sort of just go with it, and I feel like I'm guided to tell you guys what the messages are that the angels wish to let you know. So I'm slightly different from some readers, I can imagine, so I'm not going to be for everybody, and I understand that. But obviously, if you liked what I did, then please like the video, subscribe to my channel, tell your friends, perhaps your family, you know, anybody else that you feel might be able to benefit from this type of reading. Each reading I do will be slightly different from the other signs, perhaps, you know. I feel like every reading I've done is very different from which other reading I've done. So it's sort of gonna see what happens sort of process, and that's what I do. So obviously, I'm Indigo Warrior again. This was Sagittarius / Capricorn cusp horoscope for 2017 August. I hope to see you guys next month for your next horoscope reading, and I will be doing the readings sort of the month earlier before that they come, before the month I get my words out, the month comes up. So, you know, if you do subscribe, then you'll get your video straight away. You know, look out for other signs that perhaps you've got in your life, perhaps that might be beneficial from this type of reading. So thank you, guys. I think that's it. I know this is a bit shorter than my other videos, but this is what the angels wanted me to share with you guys today. So thank you. Have a good rest of the month, and blessings to you, Sagittarius / Capricorn cusp. Thank you.